So we are at Mono Lake. You can just start to see some sky appearing, and we're in search of tofus. Tufas. I call them tofus.
We want 2 for 1.
I see what you did there. So we're in search of those, and we're hoping that with sunrise as well, it's going to be utterly stunning.
I don't know if you can see, but compared to previous locations, we're kind of wrapped up here.
Yeah.
That's because where we spent a night in a tent where it was 88 degrees overnight, well, I spent a night in a tent, Guy bailed to the car. I'd say it's because of the heat, but apparently I snored. Sorry. Anyway, it's not 88 degrees here. In fact, we just had 20 degrees on the car this morning, Fahrenheit. We're in America, so 20 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. Quite a severe temperature change, and one of the things you need to be aware of when you're out taking pictures, particularly if you're going to go places that are cold, is you stand around. So where, if you were out running, you can generate your own heat and keep yourself warm wearing a lot less. When you're standing around doing nothing, you do need to kind of layer up, get a lot of clothes on, because getting cold is no fun, and is simply going to mean that you can't concentrate on taking your pictures. So there we go. Right, we're going to crack on. We're going to go find these tufas and hopefully get a good sunrise.
Okay, so we've arrived at Mono Lake. If you look behind me, wow, I'm not going to use the S word, we'll find another word, but anyway, it is quite special. Spectacular, another S word. So we've just traipsed across the wet shoreline to get a vantage point here, and we're going to take some shots here, and then we're going to run like mad runny people.
Yep.
And then head round over there, back over that side of the shoreline, so we can then get all of this lot and the mountains behind as the sun comes up and over. So I'm going to put this away because I want to take some shots. Okay, it's now 10 to 7. The sun is up behind me, as you can see, and you look at the view behind. It's really quite impressive. What are you up to, Dave?
Just setting up for a shot. I've got my position. I am now.
Come and have a quick look and see what you've done.
Oh well, the light's all over the shop at the minute.
One thing we do need to talk about.
Yes.
Tripods.
Okay, so this is a Gitzo. It's the GT4553S. I always forget the numbers. And I've been using Gitzo for quite a while. This is one of 2 that I have. This is the one that I use for traveling. So I use Gitzo primarily because the legs are super solid. Okay, the carbon fibre is brilliant. It's lightweight. It's incredibly strong. And the great thing about carbon fibre is it absorbs vibration really nicely. Now there are many carbon fibre tripods on the market. There are many from Gitzo as well, and from Manfrotto. The reason I use this is one of the systematics, and it's got some really nice features. So the feet, for a start, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. The feet on the new systematics have got this angleable ball, which, okay, when I'm on ground like this, doesn't make much difference, but when I was over there perched on the rocks, the more surface area, the more contact area you can have on the ground, the better it is. When you find yourself on rocks on the side of a mountain or whatever, just being able to angle those feet so that they create a nice flat base gives you a little bit more stability. Coming up, I said it's my travel tripod. It's a 4-section, so it actually closes down to probably about this long. My tripod that I use more in the UK is a 3-section, which gives me a little bit more elevation. The legs are a bit longer, but it's a little bit harder to travel with. And then as we come up to the top, the real heart of the systematic range is this triangular top piece that the legs attach to. And this is brilliant because it allows you to put all sorts of different things on here. So when you look at Guy's, who's also got a systematic, he's just got a flat base with the ball head on top of it. Whereas I've taken the flat base out and I've got one of the rapid center columns, which allows me to adjust height. Landscape shooting, height is incredibly important. You don't want to be too high or too low. You're trying to find that position, and adjusting the legs is great, but then I use this for kind of fine adjustment. On top of that, because it's the travel tripod, it's not quite as tall, and sometimes that just gives me a little bit more elevation. Not so great when it's really windy though, because obviously you always extend from here first and to the smaller sections. This is just one, and it does tend to catch the wind a little bit, particularly with a big lens. And then the other advantage of this, I can take this out, and because I shoot stills and video, I can put a half bowl or a leveling base in here and put a video head on top of it. So instead of carrying 2 tripods, I've got 1 tripod and 2 heads, and I can do everything with it. And that, you know, the saving in space and weight when I'm traveling, to be able to do that is significant.
Splendid. Well, I suppose we'll leave you to get on with your shot now.
Thank you. Thank you. This light is changing. Yeah, I just want to pull that bit down there.
So Dave's just using his very fine cloth at the moment to clean the front of his ND filter, and then we'll bung it on the car. Where are we going to bung this one, Dave?
I think we're going to stick this one on the front. I'm wondering whether we go low or whether we just do
We did low yesterday.
We did do a low yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have all the vista.
Yes, I think we might
I
go.
think high's probably
actually, I'm
better.
wondering, we might go up there. We could go roof. Okay, so I just need to angle this, so I'm going to get the sunroof open and then I can see from behind.
Okay.
And then we'll get another one on the back and we'll be good to go. Here is my big pole. Now, you see we've got the session on the top of it. If you want to get a drone shot, or a shot that looks a bit like a drone, but you can't fly a drone, or it's awkward, or you don't have time, this is actually a microphone boom arm. But works very nicely to get aerial camera views. So we've been sticking this out of the sunroof. It's got a couple of nice grips on it. We're told that they're the same as the grips used on Ducati motorbikes, typical Italians. And we've been sticking it out the side of the car.
It's been very effective.
It's been brilliant. It's such a great look.
Yeah, really, really cool. I mean, some of the stuff we shot through the sunroof has been amazing.
Yeah, so we'll probably do a bit more of this today. And the good thing is, it's not heavy, is it?
No, you do notice it when it's fully up and you're doing 60 odd miles an hour, but
when it catches the wind.
Yeah.
But I'd say that's more of this
Yeah.
than any of this.
Yeah, but it's still manageable.
Yeah.
And with the image stabilization now on those Session 5s, it does help.
It does.
Really does help.
Yeah, it's been looking really quite stable. So
Yeah.
yeah. Look out for some of this footage because it's very effective.
Right, so 20 minutes after we were going to go, should we go?
Let's go now.
We stopped again. So we got 7 miles.
How about that?
And then Dave went, hey, hold on a moment, we're not in a national park now. How about we get something out? Thankfully, he was talking about his Mavic.
Yep, are you waiting for me to take off?
Well, I thought we'd just do a quick takeoff on shot and then I will jump in the car.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to jump in the car. So after playing with the drone a while back, we realised we had 337 miles to go today, which is going to take a little while. So we've cracked on I've stopped David from stopping every 5 minutes to take a photo, otherwise we're never going to get to Yosemite. So we've done the bit going up now, and now we're going left and across and over the top of the Yosemite before we go back down again. So
Sorry, I'm just going to go and get rid of those.
Oh, they were disgusting. Now, one bit of advice we have for people who come and visit the US of A. For God's sakes, whatever you do, never ever buy lemon, honey, almonds. They are the devil's own work. They are absolutely disgusting.
They sound like they should be really nice, right? Lemon's gorgeous, honey's gorgeous, almonds are great. The combination?
Oh, it's
hell
revolting.
no.
Yeah.
Just no. They are going.
In the bin. Trash over there. So the time is now 5 to 7, which means we should have been in Yosemite Valley doing the sunset. Sadly, unfortunately, we found that the road was closed about 16 miles away from where we needed to get to, which was a bit of a pain because we hadn't seen any signposts for it, and had we done so, we would have taken a different route, which of course we're now taking. So poor old Dave has got a little bit fed up because he's been stuck in the car with me all day, which is understandable. And so at the moment he is to be found up here. So anyway, we went over the top of Yosemite, and I can't find words to describe it. It's probably one of the best days I've ever had driving. Just incredible. The views, and we've just gone from totally different things. We've gone from huge, great, vast plains through to going literally, I mean, must be 30 foot, I suppose, literally of ice, snow just cut out the side to actually make the road. I mean, the amount of work that goes into it. Then we came down the other side, down towards Jackson, and from there down to here. It's been, I don't know, it's kind of very English countryside-ish. It's beautiful. And then we've come up into the hills, and I'm going to turn this around. I've actually just come up to the top here. So this is going in the other direction, and you can see behind me. It's just really, really nice. I'm going to leave Dave to crack on now and get his photo and make sure he's happy. And then we will head with swift pace to the Yosemite View Lodge, where we're staying tonight, with a early start tomorrow morning, another 4:30 start, to make sure we get down for sunrise. So we will see you in a bit.